All right. Hello, everyone. This is GrowWeb. Today we continue our series of videos regarding the development of plottable area medieval. A year ago, I released a collection called Plottable Area Primitive that was released on FXH. And it's all about exploration of humankind. And primitive was a primitive area, so it was like all about like we had mammoth, we had like primitive peoples on small boats. We had a few elements like that, and now I am focusing on the next area, which is the medieval area. And the medieval era is another step, is another level of complexity because, and this is going to be interesting in these areas because more we increase in terms of humankind area, more complex it has become. It's no longer just about people, mammoth or whatever. It's going to, I don't know, like to have army of people, to have a siege for the medieval area, and for like we will continue in the future with more areas, and modern era is going to be even another level of complexity. So, anyways, it's quite interesting to explore thematic humankind areas like that. And on the past weeks, I've been experimenting on different primitives that I will use for developing this medieval generator. So it's like a medieval scene generator. So like the plottable area primitive, I am still intending to make this kind of sunset setup with like a mountain and reflection in the water. So we will still have this three parts: the sky, the mountains, and the sea. But every area will be unique and will be like an evolutionary sequel of generators. So today our plan is to remake that scenery, and I think we have a few choices, and I'm not even sure where I will go. This is going to be very creative in that sense, because like, should I just copy paste this past code, or should I start over? You know, like there's always this choice. And when we start over, even though we are still redoing a bit the same things, we will probably have totally different results. That's the beauty about it, because if we just slightly change one direction, everything is going to change. Anyway, this was a year ago. Since then, I have also explored different ways of I have improved my skills in terms of plotting techniques, and I have also explored even more primitives than these for plots. Because last Inktober there were some medieval stuff that I have been exploring already in the actual future plan of finally reaching to that generator. So what we will reuse is, well, the mountains of this has been a bit more elaborated than the plottable area. So I like the fact the mountains are like having different layers, like they are like mountains on top of each other, stacked on top of each other, which was not the case in the older generator. Anyway, these castles, towers will be very interesting to reuse, except, well, it was not a very complex castle, but for sure I think we will reuse this one. So today is probably going to be a mashup of code. So we will take back some code from different places, and this is a good starting point, I think, to take back the code of these castles. Except these were on a small postcard size. So now we are targeting A4 portrait mode of A4 size. So it's twice the width of that. That means we have much more room So either we make this castle bigger or we just have more space. We may have 2 castles. So yeah, the goal is to represent a scene of the medieval era. So it's going to be either a siege or a destroyed castle. I don't know if it has to be in action or not. Well, we'll have to see. But in my current plan is mostly to make a siege of a castle. So there is going to be 2 teams, 2 armies that we will have to visually identify as well. So that's a big challenge for me because people are going to be very small on these mountains. Otherwise, it will not be very realistic. And this is the goal, to also play with these tiny objects. But at the same time, we have to make them recognizable. So that's gonna be one of my challenge among other challenges. What else? So at the beginning of this year, I have released also Golden Trains, which, by the way, Golden Trains it's going to be very interesting for the next area, which will be industrial area, I think. But right now we are focusing on medieval area, and I'm still going to reuse a bit as a continuation, as a wink, as a clin d'œil, as a reference. I like to keep some style from the past, so I will, and I think it makes a lot of sense. I will reuse the clouds because that looks very. That makes me think of some reference I have found, some inspiration of medieval drawing, like the way they were doing clouds. Sometimes were a bit similar to that, so that's make a lot of sense to reuse that. And I think the eagles as well are going to come back. But first of all, I was having a lot of thinking into how should the castle be put on the mountain? Like should we, because when people were making castles, usually they were like making it on top of a mountain, but they were like making reworking the floor. It's no longer a primitive area where the nature is intact. It's not affected by like humans have not destroyed the nature, but here at the beginning of medieval area we will allow ourselves to destroy a bit the mountain. So maybe people could have flattened the mountain. So that makes me think maybe we should just first generate the mountain like that, but then we cut, and then we put directly a castle on it. But yeah, otherwise it's just going to be the same display as Zeus. Like the mountain were like entering into the castle, which is not so easy. I mean, it's not going to help me for figuring out where the things are, like where is the siege happening, stuff like that. So yeah, I think like here we should have put a castle here in the middle here. Like we have to make a flat part of the mountain. So that's going to be my big challenge today. Now the second challenge I have is like the general shape of the mountain. Should we have like stuff like that, or should we? Because here it was like more like a U, and here it was more like a big dome. But I want a bit a mix. So yeah, let's start easy for now. And that really allows me to write. I think we will start from the beginning in terms of code. But yeah, I have all these to-do lists to do, all these elements to add progressively, and that's my focus. Okay, so right now we have nothing. We have a basic template of a FXH project. FXH is a platform, is a narrative platform which basically provides us a hash, and from that hash we are supposed to generate one unique result. And on the right of the screen we are just iterating through different hashes to just generate different variants. And here it's the basic template of FXH. And apart from that, we don't have much code. So where is the entry point? It's here. Well, we just have some React code that just is going to render a canvas on the whole thing. But mostly all my code is just instrumenting. Well, it's using a shader to do the. This is just for the web part. But my code is actually running in Rust. I use Rust language to generate a SVG file, and that SVG file is going to be rendered on a shader for the web part, or right now we are displaying it straight away here on the right side. So that's what I'm going to work with for the most of the development. And the rendering will be the final aspects. But right now, I think here we can focus and control everything, even the colors. So right now, I've been just throwing different random lines, nothing really interesting. So we will start removing that, and yeah, let's not forget about how this works. So we divide the space in two parts. I think exactly at the middle we have the horizon. So I actually wonder if this should still be the case. Like, should we have is this well balanced? I guess it's okay. And from that middle we are making lines that follows Perlin noise to build mountains. So I'm not going to do it again. What I will do is I will reuse the code of Golden Train, because that's my most recent evolution of that code that I have been using again and again. But indeed, I'm going to evolve it again based on my needs. So let's see how it works. Okay, so first of all, what I need is a concept that I called passage. A passage is a statistic map, it's like a grid for the whole canvas. I need to know how much lines has been stroked there to secure the density on the paper. This is a small detail, but we will need that. Okay, and then we have a bunch of things. Okay, I'm going to copy paste some code here. Don't be scared, but we have a lot of variables, and I will have to figure this all. And here, the way I build mountains is just a loop. And yeah, I guess that's the whole code I'm going to paste. Now there is indeed errors everywhere. Okay, let's figure this out. So passage, the passage implementation. Okay, I may work on a generalization of that, but for now, let's just paste in the old code I used to have. Because this concept of having a grid of values is very interesting, and I use it for many use cases actually. One is to count the density, but it can be used for so many other ways, for so many other use cases. Okay, Perlin noise, we need Perlin noise. So that's coming from the library noise, in my case. Offset strategy was something I was I was having, but okay, we will see what it means. But yeah, I think it's different mountain patterns, and I will probably choose one that makes the most sense for me. Primary. Okay, now the question is, should we have a primary variable, or just we push every strokes in the same place? Yeah, I think we just have an identifier of color here. 0 is the primary, like the primary is the mountains, the buildings, the people, basically mostly everything except the sun, which will be the number 1, and the human light, which will be number 2. I guess we will have this convention for now. And maybe we are fine with this, just keeping the numbers straight numbers, no enum, no whatever. It's okay. I think we can we can survive like that. But yeah, maybe I can document it somewhere in the code. Okay, like colors. 0 is going to be the mountains and objects. 1 is going to be the sun. 2 is going to be the human lights. All right. So now we can talk. Okay. Well, we have something very fucked up now. It's actually building from the bottom to top. So I think the peak factor will be 0, because that makes the mountain go either like with a U or with a reversed. Okay. Now what's weird is like it's super stretched. Yeah, and obviously we need to start at somewhere else. We need to start at the middle. So I'm slowly going to get back into the previous style of my mountains, but yeah, I'm like, I think we have 2 ways of working when you work on a generative art. Either you start from scratch or you start from an existing work, but then you have to, there's trade-offs in 2 aspects, and the 2 aspects. Wow, sometimes it's very dense and nice, sometimes it's too much weird. I have to figure out what's controlling that. Maybe it's due to the precision. And the amplitude, what is this doing? So I have to go back to simple numbers to see what I will need. Okay, I guess the frequency here is going to be quite important. Let's y increase. Okay, well, we will make everything static first, and then we'll see. Amplitude factor, is this used? Okay, to multiply the height. Okay, pf. Stop y. Okay, so that's like the peak where we stop the mountain. Okay, so that gets better and better now. We have very, very high frequency. And I guess it's hard-coded in somewhere here. Yeah, we have domain wrapping here. Let's see what are the different patterns driven by these values. So 0 was here, 1. Okay, I guess it doesn't change much. Well, we apply the displacement at different moments here. Okay, well, I think we can just kill that idea and just assume it's going to be 0. We will reduce a lot of code. So we are in the strategy of reducing. Okay, so as usual, how does it work? It's like we are drawing curves from the bottom to top, and when the curve goes lower than an existing position, then we will stop the line. So it's like we are making a 3D effect that way. Okay, now the thing is, how am I going to make it start on the middle? Because if I do it like that, I think we may have an issue. It may not be, okay. So we don't have a line in the middle here because we are already offsetting the stuff. So another strategy would be to stretch progressively like to compress the bottom part to make like the amplitude goes bigger and bigger with the Y. Okay, let's. How do we actually achieve that? Like, what is making this cropped? Oh, it's here, I guess. Okay, so here we have to assume it's going to be cropped if it's lower than the middle, right? That means we don't need to go super low. Okay, we know we will have to do it. Just I'm going to comment it for now, so I can try to figure out where I add the code that will compress. So the amplitude have to be lower when it's reaching the middle. So I guess we'll have to figure this out with changing the amplitude based on that. Okay. So the amplitude multiplier close to middle, close to horizon. So it's like the horizon factor is going to be y minus half of the weight. So I think we'll just put a variable here, which is the y horizon. So we can do the absolute value. And horizon factor amplitude. So we can do just that, max 0. Okay, so that means it's going to be like we divide by that 1 minus what? Oh, it's base y is okay. That's getting complex. So This is the distance with the middle for our base y, which is used to project the mountain on, up. But then we calculate that value, which is the distance to the center, to the horizon, divided by the factor, which makes this 1 minus. So if it's exactly at the horizon, it's going to be 1. So the horizon factor is the biggest. And then it's going to lower. Yeah, it's going to be lower and lower up to maximum 0. So that means it's a value between 0 and 1. And I can actually multiply here. So this should make an effect in the middle. Okay. Well, I wanted the reverse. Okay, nice. So that's exactly reproducing this effect where the thing is like fading into the C part, and then I can finally cut again here. Y horizon. Okay, sometimes I have a weird mountain in front, and I don't really understand why. But also, maybe we should do something like that. Okay. Well, that's a pretty weird mountain so far, but we are getting somewhere. I think we can go higher. But then the X frequency is too high. Okay, what's going on here? We have too much oscillation, displacement. Yeah, too much stuff going on here. Okay, this probably is a problem. Oh, this one actually. This one is making the stuff going super noisy. Okay, so we are back in a much more simpler wave, but still we are very heavy in terms of shape. I don't know, like something is weird. Why is this even hard-coded here? Well, I don't know what this control, but I think this makes the different layers. Okay, so yeah, that's making stuff super weird if I put it like that. Wow. X-Freak. Yeah, I think we can get back to the basics. what is doing this? Okay, something. Yeah, I was wondering why we have this weird effect, and this is because we have an absolute. Yeah, it's going to be a bit tough to figure out the kind of mountain I want here. But we have a lot of possibilities. That's like the most important part is going to be in that part of the code, but now we will try to focus on other parts. What is this noise? Okay. Okay. Well, it's a base, but like, why do we even have some levels? One issue is like we have visual appearance of levels, but I'm not going to be easily detecting this in my code. Like, where are the levels? I cannot do it. That's something that is going to be annoying when we want to figure out where we place objects. We have two loops. Oh yeah. So that means we diverge a lot at some point, the y coordinate. Displacement. I guess it's because of this. Okay, we reduce as much as we can. But yeah, we will have to build again something interesting. Because here, if we go very low in amplitude factor, everything is going to be super flat. So I like this idea to make another higher level loops, and we stack a lot of mountains on top of each other. This is probably something I will have to do. Why are these shaped like that? That's a bit weird. Is this because of this Berlin? Oh yeah, that's like domain wrapped. Or is this one having a weird effect? Okay. Well, we are very basic now, and I think we'll have to start from that. Okay, so now we can curve. We can make it noisy. Okay, let's take that as a base and stretch the x. And then we don't need to go that high. Actually, we are way too high. So it's like we want to have another noise that is much lower, that we just curve the mountain. Okay. Like more amplitude on this one. Well, that's quite weird. Yeah, so we can lose a lot of time on this aspect. But yeah, I will have to start on a very simple base. But I think what's going to happen is we will have to put... This is just one layer of a mountain, and then we can stack layers on top of each other with different mountain patterns. So at least with a clean base like that, we can start putting elements. And we control, we have a better control over everything we are going to do now, because that's going to get complexier and complexier, like this code base. Okay. Let's figure out where we put this code organization. So we have all the RNG. And then we have the weight map. Wow, we have a lot of a lot of patterns, a lot of ink failure on that plot. Because I think we are running out of ink. That was fun one. We will let it run like that. I have to prepare another plot, by the way, but yeah, let's see. Unless we have something ready right now, I'm not sure we will. Okay, once we have the mountains, what do we do with them? We are projecting them to make the C part, so let's try it. So, well, let's remove all the code we don't need anymore, and I will have to see what I want to complexify the general shape. Okay, so this was for making the mountains. Shape the mountains. Now we are going to next we are going to do the reflection. Reflect the strokes, reflect the objects on the sea. And for that, it's pretty straightforward. We actually take all the routes and we project them on the Y. And, well, I guess I can take back my previous code that was implementing that. I was actually having an utility for that. I'm not sure if it's as generic as it seems, but it was taking a RNG, the routes to reflect, a probability, a Y center, and the boundaries. Sounds interesting, but now why do we have that? Oh yeah, okay, the projection factor here. So randomly we will alter the positioning to make like the C. The sun is going to like make a very wide Y distribution, but the distribution is not linear, so it's like we multiply again by this number, which can be 0. So it could it have more chance to be closer to the actual projection, to the exact projection. I can actually try the values, and you will understand it better. So here we are going to project. Okay, how do we do that? The problem is I'm no longer. It's not exactly the same syntax as I used to do. Like the data structure has changed. I now have the identifier, the color identifier. So I'm going to take a look at my previous code. I think I was having a different reflection depending on the. Oh no, it's okay. It was the same value. Okay, well, I guess we just give the RNG, we give the routes, that is going to get modified. Probability, well, I don't know, 0, 1, 10%. Center is the horizon. And boundaries. Bounds. Do we have that? Well, we can calculate it. Okay, so now we have just a tiny different structure here, routes. Okay, we have the color. Okay, let's see. Nice. So it's probably too much. So now now is maybe the time to reconsider some stuff, or we can later as well. But when I was looking at my previous stuff, I actually thought there were too much. I remember there were too much strokes, and I think we need to count the density. So maybe I would just put a to-do here, but passage. So it's like we need to use passage to not have too much density. Do we even do it? Do we even use it right now for the mountains? Yeah, so right now, if we get higher than the threshold, it's not going to put more lines than it can. So it's like if I put this number at maximum 2, we will see on the mountain, we will see some line stops. So it's like it's too heavy. So it's like we consider maximum this amount of strokes. So it eliminates the too much stroke at some areas. But maybe we can increase that value, I don't know. Well, it's not always the best idea because it creates this weird pattern as well. Oops, what happened? Well, it broke. So yeah, I think we want to use we want to pass in this passage. 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 Hello. What just happened here? I don't know. It broke everything. So yeah, we can see here we have glitch because we increase, like, this passage stuff is not very reliable because we actually iterate in a very, very small step. So like the stepping is not compatible with this threshold. So it's like we want maybe to divide by the stepping, maybe? I don't know. It's like if we are still at the same tile of the statistic, we shouldn't count twice. Yeah, this is too simple. Well, we'll have to figure out. Okay, I guess we can calculate the index, like here, and if it's the same index, we just don't count twice. Okay. Well, that's premature optim for now. Okay, I will just keep the to-do and we see it obviously that we don't use it, so that's okay. So the value here I was referring just before is if we reduce it, we will see the reflection is like much more closer to the actual projection. So here we have like a y displacement, but then we have also here an x displacement. So I guess I will put these values. X displace used to be 30 and y displacement used to be 70. And then on top of that we have a random shift. Like the line are not always strictly an horizon line, but it can randomly be a bit angular. Here I have accentuated the effect, but yeah, I'm not sure if we keep it like that. I'm not sure if we keep that effect. Base stroke. So here it's defining the length, but we were randomly adding a huge value to make very stretched lines. So I guess same stuff. What should be this value? Pow of 2. Okay. Well, that's like the max stroke length. Mean stroke length. And I think we need to divide by 2 because here we use it on 2 sides. Max minus min. So I think it makes sense not to go too big in that. I think I was going too big before. Like lower than mean. Okay. So here we are already too big, I think. But like we can make very long line. Well, it's actually cool. But what about the density? How will we calculate that? I don't know. Okay, let's put in place the displacement. So we activate again the X displacement and we activate the Y displacement, which will make the lines go super low. And we have more or less the exact same result as before. So don't forget we will have boats on the sea. So this is just the background. This is just all about building the details, the not important details, the less important details, but still this makes the scene. So well, yeah, we start from the most general to the most specific. So next will be to make the clouds again. So let's add back clouds similar to the golden train clouds. So let's see, where do I have that? That's gonna be a challenge because I think I need to define the areas, the area of the sea area, like the sky area, to crop, to constrain the where things are. And maybe we need to have objects before the clouds so the clouds can position themselves nicely, or I don't know, we'll see. But things will have to be consistent into each other, like there shouldn't be a bird in front of the... I mean, there could be, depends, we'll see. So the pen don't have issues. I don't know what happened with the reliability of that pen is still not great, even with that good brushless servo motor. Okay, so for the sky, where is my code? Clouds, cloud in circle, packing. I was using circle packing to place my clouds. Interesting. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's switch to another plot. What should we do? No, maybe we can actually plot that one. Who cares? Oh no, that was a good one. Too late. Okay, let's stop as soon as there is a cool one. And well, there is not a lot of detail, but at least we can test how things are going with the collision stuff, like the wow, there is like weird passage. Okay, I think the passage threshold is too low. I will do fountain pens. If you are into plotting, don't forget there is the plot party in June. There is like this week challenge that I hope you will participate. I want to still have one unique. What's going on? Again, it broke. Okay, you know what? I think we have to do the RDP, which will optimize the routes. Yeah, let's do RDP here in place. Well, how do we use that? RDP points. Okay. So RDP is an algorithm that will simplify the number of points in the path. I just hope it doesn't break too much the shape. But my viewer is broken. Okay. Oh yeah, we see some pattern. It's okay. It gets a bit low polygon. Yeah, I was thinking, shouldn't we have at least a boat? Like, let's put a boat on the sea, please, because otherwise it's just. How can I have information about the plot party? Yeah, good. Good point. Let me share the link because it's organized by Dirty Alley. Dirt Alley. Dirt Alley. I don't remember the exact name of this artist. Pen plot party. What is the hashtag again? Oh shit, I forgot. So I actually shared it on my Discord as well. But the actual announcement were made, I think, on a few places. There is like on Instagram, and I think there's a website, but it's not even linked. Plot party, yeah, Dirt Alley. Ah, okay, I found it again. So anyway, it's like a no pressure challenge between plotter artists. And the last one was 2 years ago. And I really love the postcard exchange one. So it's like we have to make something to send to other artists. And you can choose how much you want to do. So if you do 8 postcard plots, you receive back 8 plots because you distribute them to 8 different people that will send you back. I mean, not necessarily the same people, but yeah, I like this principle. Okay, let's put a boat. Let's get the boat on the sea. I will just grab the code of that. Oh no, I have to. That's a lot of code. We did a lot of spaghetti code the other day. It's okay. I'm going to paste everything in that big file. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of code. Okay. We are at 600 lines of code. I paste it and we are twice. Oh, it's not even finished. I need the clip routes. Oh yeah, I no longer have a lot of lines because we did the optimization, which is a problem. So, that's a good point. So I think I have to accumulate. I have to push somewhere the points. That's annoying. I think we have to do this optimization in another place because we are not accurately reflecting the objects based on their actual density, because if we optimize and if it's a straight line, it's going to be just 2 points. So yeah, I think we'll have to premature optimization here. So yeah, we have to come back to that at some point. Well, I think we can do it here. Okay, well, to do. I'm not sure we want to do it on all possible points, all possible strokes. It may have some glitch. Okay, it's not compiling because we still have some function to define. Oh no, PR. It's like the rotation utility I have somewhere. Just applying a I think we can inline. It's never used. What? It's used here. That's weird. Okay, finally it compiles. Now we can finally use the function that creates a boat with people on it. Where is it? Boat with army. Nice. So we have like a very simple API, very simple function. So this is what we developed a few weeks ago. Okay, I guess I can put it here. So let's put a boat. We give the RNG position. A coordinate in terms of, well, we can statically put it somewhere in the middle. Angle, well, 0. Size, I'm not sure what this is. Let's try 5, and the width. The width can be something like that, and false. No flip. Okay. Well, this is returning. Okay, this is returning some stuff that we can append. No, extend. But it's not the same signature, so we have to map. We have to map all the values. Wow, I think it's working. What's happening? Oh yeah. So the reflection is going to be an issue. We have to, I think we have to eliminate the reflection. Otherwise we don't see anything. Is this getting reflected as well? Like, no, it's not reflecting it above, so I don't understand where we have that code that will filter when the Y is... Oh, it's here, okay. No, we have to crop the... That's gonna be very complex. Well, for now we can do that, but yeah. Wow, it's super stretched as well. Okay, I think we'll have to do some clipping, or I don't know how we... yeah, that's gonna be complex. Okay, I have to do a small pause. Between 0.6 and 0.8. What is going on? Oh yeah, I cannot do that because I already passed RNG here as a mutable, and if I also... Yeah, that's a weird limitation of Rust. I don't know why it cannot figure this out, but yeah. Let's calculate it here before. Well, and now they are colliding, so yeah, that's the complex parts. See you later. Have a good meeting. Thanks for coming by on the stream. So I will start that plot anyway. That's weird. Oh yeah, okay, makes more sense now. So the size can be a function of that? Like... Y% can be a mix between 0, 5 and 1.8. So close to horizon, close to horizon. So closer we are to the horizon, closer will be to 0.5. And I guess then we can also calculate the size based on that. So we mix. So if we are close to the horizon, I guess we will be we will be 4 and 3, and then we are 9, 8. Okay. And then the width. Let's put a random value for now. Oh. Okay. Okay, maybe we can place them a bit more logically. Like equidistant based on I. So it's very, very basic, but I like it. Flip. Okay, I will have to do a small pause now. Anyway, let's just plot a random result. It's weird that if they don't go in the same direction anyway. Oh, it's okay. I'm not sure. So this reflection stuff is quite challenging. You know what? Let's try with indigo color instead of black, just to change a bit. Tac. And yeah, we are barely at the beginning anyway of that exploration. Yeah, it's interesting. The thing is like compressing, and I want to see how it works in the paper. Yeah, I think it's too deep. Like the size is too low. Okay, maybe 4. Let's stop at the first one. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, nope. Well, this one as well can work. And put back to 20%. All right, I will be back shortly. Meanwhile, this is getting plotted. Anyway, see you soon. Okay, I'm back. Wow. Very dense part, okay. Well, we... the paper is in too much trouble. What? We have that much stroke on the reflection, that's weird. Anyway, yeah, we have to eliminate the strokes that are too close to each other, I think. Because yeah, indeed here we have a lot of stroke that on paper is not even going to appear like that. It's just a huge bag, yeah. So that's why it's very important to do prototypes, because yeah, we see issues and then we have to adjust. So like here we may just want to make it bigger in that case. Then it's not... Anyway, that's... I was thinking a bit more when I was a bit off, and I think we have to make the bots first, as well as the... like all the objects that are in front of the... not in background. We shouldn't start with the background first, we should start with the objects first. And the objects will maybe drive the mountain shapes. So it's like we can make the castle already positioned, and then we will have to figure out a mountain to make it touch. I think that will make more sense. That will help. Like we drive more. It's like not like, okay, we make a random mountain and then we figure out where things are. It's more like, okay, we know already that we want a castle at that position, and then what should the mountain be like? I think we will have this mindset. That's what I'm thinking right now. But who knows? At least with this mindset, we will be more in control and we can remove the lines. We can have like a... I think we already have this concept of a mask. Mask, where is it? Yeah, we have a paint mask. Okay, where I was, sorry, I was interrupted. Yeah, so we have a paint mask, and from that paint mask we can know if an object is here or not. It's like a black and white grid that allows me to implement clipping, and like we will avoid the lines around these boats. We will not have the reflection, so we can create some sort of halo around the shape, I guess. Anyway, there's two approaches. Either we know when we project, we already know we have the boats and we take them into account, or we remove from the projection the boat shapes. There's like these two ways of dealing with that. And I'm not even sure where I want to go. Because here we have the paint mask that we use for making the boats, but we position it in a weird way. Foreground mask. Yeah, it's not an absolute mask. Maybe it should be. Because maybe it's a mask where we want to paint all the objects, so we can then do clipping. So I'm really not sure where I should go here. Not easy choices. So yeah, that's something to deal with. How will we figure out how will we implement the clipping? We'll have to make some choices. So I'm going to accumulate a bunch of to do on top of the file. Okay, to do, clipping of the boat and the reflections. What to do? So we have two choices. Either we do mask, like strict clipping versus halo effect, like I was doing for the sky. So let's actually move on to the sky. Or maybe to the eagles. Maybe we can look at eagles, because eagle was having an interesting first stuff to do, like making this eagle birds. It's a bit simpler than the clouds. So I'm going to reuse the eagle function from Plotable Golden Train. Because today we are composing our scene with existing stuff from the past. Okay. Okay, I think it's not going to work exactly like the previous code I was using, but that should be good enough to test. So when we do the reflection, we have to place, okay, before that we make the sky. So eagle. Boundaries, okay. So are we in shape, inside the shape? What does it mean? Well, it's when we are in the sky area. That's like this, more easy to understand that way. Okay, in sky area. And now we have to implement a packing algorithm. So we will like pack circles everywhere, and that way we can know if we have enough space for making an eagle in the middle. So let's get in more code. So this is a way to make a circle, make a polygon circle, and then we are going to add back some packing algorithm. Very simple stuff. We just brute force random positions until it reach some conditions, like a collision condition, as well as a min and max scale. So we search. It's a dichotomic search here. Shake. Okay, it's a simple utility that just randomly displays some points. I don't know why it's saying it's not used. It is actually used, but whatever. Oh, because maybe I'm not using eagle yet. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, so once we have our circles, now we can simply iterate over the circle. Let's see. Okay. Optimize size. What is count? Okay, that's this. Okay, let's hard code it for now. Does overlap in sky area. Passage gate 0. Strictly inbound. Okay, so you see we have a. Oh, it's not. You know, it's not. It's actually making a lot of sense to have birds on the sea around the boats. But in my plan, it's more around the castle that I wanted to see these birds, because it's like medieval eagles, like I don't know. Anyway, now the goal was more to place a lot of them to see if the algorithm works in terms of determining the available space, and it seems to work, except we not only detect the sky. So simple stuff is just to consider only the upper bound. Okay. And I guess we just need to grow the passage. The passage is a technique I use here to actually delimitate like the. I mean, there's two choices. Either we could directly use the 8 map. In our case, this could totally work. But if we have more elements like a castle, then we have to take them into account to not collide with this. So I think we'll just grow passage with the radius. So this will make some kind of halo between the sky area. Oh no, it broke again. Come on, I think we'll have to increase that for now. So that's what I remember in the past, is that the reflection is too bold. I mean, it's too dark because we do a lot of pen up and down. So yeah, we have to see how we increase that, we improve that, but let's see. So it's going. I will have to make a lot of plots, and I like the fact we are finally making the scene, because we will have to plot a lot of time, a lot of prototypes, polishing stuff, trying again, seeing the physical results, what can we improve, and etc. So it's gonna take forever. But like for the boat, maybe I want to do packing as well, to not make them collide. So yeah, I still have a lot of work. Okay, I think the Y base, the base is to Here we have to increase. Like it's supposed to be darker on the bottom, but I don't know why it's not happening because, oh no, only the amplitude was altered. What if we do something like mix horizon factor 0. Like half of the increment if we are on the horizon, so it's like we are making a... Oh shit. I broke it. Oh no, it's not the amplitude. Okay. What the fuck? Horizon factor? Oh, it's not working. Oh yeah, because I'm calculating over and over, but that makes no sense. Why is this here? Okay. Okay, so will this make it bolder on the bottom? Doesn't seem to work, I don't know why. Oh, it does, okay. We have some kind of gradient now, that's nice. But I guess this is too big. Okay, I prefer it now. But, okay, yeah. Still not satisfied by this. Yeah, I think I remember that I was allowing the like a down level here. Like we need to have a slightly... It's not a straight line, actually it can be a bit transformed. Okay, small detail like that, we'll have to figure it out. Like horizon. Wow. Like, this is the kind of shape I want, this is not the kind of shape I want, so it's like we have already quite a lot of mountain variety, which doesn't make me a lot of sense. Doesn't make a lot of sense for me, to me, because we are not doing too much crazy stuff here. Well, it's just random because we use Perlin noise. So we may be in a... Yeah, we have different curves. Anyway, it's gonna be challenging to put all our items, all our elements, like a siege in this setup. How is this going to be? Like maybe we'll have different mountains. So like one first level where the siege attackants and the background is the castle. It's like we have... like the top of the mountain, of the first mountain, and then the second mountain in the background. So if we follow that plan, that means we need 2 mountains. How do we do that? Okay. Let's try something. Well, that's nice. We stack twice. It's actually interesting. I'm actually curious what I just did here. We stack twice. Oh yeah, but we don't randomize the seed. What is happening if we combine 2 mountains? Okay, it's like opacity, weird opacity stuff, okay. But if we share the same 8 map, then we will have a background mountain. And I guess this value should be mixed depending on the level. Okay, maybe 3 levels of mountain is enough. And like the last level is where the castle will be. First level is the bottom mountain. I think we need that value to control the amplitude. Amplitude. But I have absolutely no control where the peak of the mountain will be. So yeah, this is why I was doing some weird logic to make it more like curvy like that. Yeah, this is not going to work. Except if we have like a max. Oh no, that's gonna be hard. Where is the X frequency? Should it decrease? Should it change also here? depending on the level. I guess this is a big part of the shape here. Okay. Well, I think we can stick to a simple base like that. Wow, my mountain is too dense. I wonder if I should increase that. Okay, well that gets into another style which I may like, but I'm not sure. Okay. So the packing is good. We just need now we just need a number, like a random number for the number of eagles. We don't really care for now where they're placed. Okay, what else? We need clouds. We need clouds. Oh no, why is this always breaking? I don't get it. Should we have reflection rods? Yeah, I think we will have to do that. We'll duplicate that twice and we'll have like reflectables. What? Oh. Well, I guess we can improve that. Okay. Okay, we were talking about the reflection, the fact it's too dense. Yeah, I guess I will start using passage if passage dot get xy greater than maybe we'll have like a max passage. Right, let's put the sun. That's important to get a nicer mood. Okay, let's get back into the Floatable era. Okay, so in the past we were trying to find the lowest point in the mountain, and based on that we were placing the sun. I guess we'll reuse that logic, but in the future maybe we will change it. Okay. So what do we have to change now? Int x increment, that's not anymore that, it's precision, I guess. I'm not sure I'm doing this minus padding. Height is not having any. Okay, we'll figure out later. Okay, so now we can add this here. Okay, if I recall, the way I am cutting the spiral is not optimal. And I think I have to improve that part. Like here. I think I want to do proper clipping. Because there is some glitch. Okay, I will write it down. Okay, yeah. About the about the sun size, I think it's too big. It goes too big. This max should be way lower. And sometimes we don't see it, which kind of sucks. Sometimes it's too small. Low cap. What is that? So if we put the center exactly at that, I think it's going to always be exactly at the middle of the... Okay, it's like the lowest position of a mountain. And here it's exactly at 50%, so it's like here we can control... Oh, that was the idea, so it's like we can control if how much percentage we are into the sunset. Okay, maybe we can do something like that. Radius. Oh my god, what was this weird logic here? Okay, we have to clip the sun. I don't think we care that much to take the lowest position anyway. It's like we can... Ouch. Yeah, we can be anywhere. Pad N, pad XY. Okay, that's better. That's annoying not to be reflectable by default. That's cool. I like this result. But yeah, the density is too extreme. Yeah, we have to do the clipping on the bots. We already wrote that. Yeah, by the way, we should to do inside the code. Oh yeah, we have the opportunity to actually clip here. Yeah, I think the bot should export their mask, and then with the mask we can clip the reflection. Okay. Okay, let's move on. We want to add clouds. And clouds are not going to be the... I'm actually hesitating to try to put back the clouds of the first edition, of the first primitive, but mix with the cloud of the... Yeah, I think we'll do a mashup. That's gonna be cool. And it's not so complex. Cloud density, okay. Let's go. Reflect the object on the sea. Okay. Clouds. That's always the same code everywhere. Precision. Yeah, we have to factorize this pattern. Cloud add. Cloud add. Yeah, that was, I remember that. That was like some top randomness. Well, I think we'll inline next to the logic. Okay, let's calculate a seed. Smooth step. Yeah, you have to organize the code at some point because that's getting super spaghetti. But it's a lot of fun still. Okay, what is this? That's routes push. So we are. I think we won't put reflection on this. Okay. Yeah, like I like the fact there is no reflection of the clouds. So this is taking exactly the same reflection as the same cloud as it existed in the previous collection. What I want to add on top of that is clouds from the plottable golden trains. I'm actually thinking, should we make them logically placed with the same cloud here? I don't know. I think we'll have to fine-tune some stuff. Okay, nice. Well, that's the first prototype of the scene, of the scenery, of the global scenery. Wow, I'm trying to figure out the logic here, and that was complex. Can have cloud. Wow, okay. I'm going to paste that. Tac, okay. Clouds lines, and we have then cloud shapes. So it's higher than the horizon. No, it's lower than the horizon. Oh, we were looking at eagles. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Well, let's see for now if we can figure it out in another way. Where are the eagles placed? Yeah, before. Okay, cool. Okay, we were doing packing. For each cloud, okay, cloud in circle. Cloud in circle is a function that is like packing, like randomly placing some circles on top of each other, clipping them together. Wow, crop routes with predicate. Wow. There's a lot of stuff here. Clip. Okay, I think I have to rework that. a lot of code. Do we have a clip here? Clip? Clip routes. Okay, there's just some modification of that logic here. Should crop. What? Oh, that's a lot of change. Like the algorithm I was using is like super weird stuff. If should crop. Oh, my headache. Okay, I'm going to paste this weird function, but I think it's fucked up because it's like twice the same. I will have to have a comment here. Okay. Primary extend. Okay. Oh yeah, nice. We were keeping the clouds here to, I don't know what, to like... Wow, what is this? Oh yeah, okay. We were making the clouds in like that. Okay, we will not do that. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, okay. So we were doing collision, we were doing clipping. Yeah. Well, that was broken anyway. Okay. So yeah, that's the fun part, is like when we have to put everything together consistently. Yeah, clipping with those cloud shapes. All right. Well, that's pretty cool anyway. We just have to figure out the... Oh, when there is like the sun behind, should it also clip? Maybe we can try it out. Maybe look... yeah, that may be interesting looking. Where is the sun? We definitely need to accumulate a mask. That's pretty crazy. Like we have too much stuff going on here. Okay. We must use a mask to hide the sun behind clouds. Because it's going to be very specific if I do it like that, but let's do it like that. Clip the sun with banana. Okay. If P lower than. Okay. Does it collide? It collides if that or if we are in a circle of one of these clouds. So clouds iter, and we, if any of this circle collides with the point currently being drawn, okay, that's P. Can we implement a quick collision here? Oh, it's okay, it's okay. Is this working? Nope. It's the reverse. Okay. Hold on, I will be back. Okay, well, that's work in progress. Everything is work in progress anyway. Everything is not logical. Yeah, when it traverses the cloud, it should like do a ray. Yeah, we want to see rays. We want to see some rays from the sun. That would be cool. Let's write it down. Okay, to-do list. Castles. No castles yet. We did the clouds, we did the eagle, we did the sun. So we are more or less at that stage now. 6. We did the boat. Okay. Well, we have a long roadmap. Castles. Okay. Siege machine on the middle level. Middle level and the last level is the castle. I guess we can do that. Okay, so we have to locate where the attacker are and where the castle is. That's going to be a bit complex. Okay, levels. We need to store the middle level map and the top level map, which is actually the 8 map. Okay, so the middle level map, when we reach it, I guess it's going to be 1. So at the end of that loop, if level is okay. Come on, again, why is this doing that? Maybe we have a bug. Okay, let's involve the trebuchet. Where is it? Trebuchet. Trebuchet, function trebuchet. Need to know where the payload is. What? Ah yeah, the function needs to return where the payload is. Okay, yeah, because we need to know. Well, yeah, let's have some fun. I think we'll focus on the trebuchet maybe for to finish this stream. And trying to make a projectile will be cool. Okay, let's first make the trebuchet somewhere, put the trebuchet somewhere, and we plot it. We plot something because nothing is getting plotted right now, and we still need to continue testing some prototypes and seeing what we can improve. Trebuchet, not used yet. Okay, well, let's pick a random position, and where do we put the code of that? Before the sky, I guess. We don't really care about the sky. But maybe we do, because maybe it's going to be hiding some stuff. So yeah, first the stuff in the front and then the back. That's my current approach. So we can more easily clip. Because we are building a mask. Okay, so it's like attackers. So it's like we have the first layer, the attackers layers, and we will then more in the background we have the castle. Okay, so we have RNG, we have the position. We have the height, action, xflip. And this is returning, okay, this is returning routes. Okay, from that we will, okay. Reflection, reflectables. Extend. All right, now everything. Okay, let's put it randomly for now. Okay, yeah, no. I hope everyone is fine on this afternoon, on this Wednesday afternoon. Maybe it's not the afternoon for you, depending on where you are. But yeah, I'm so glad to finally compose a scene, even though it's like very inconsistent for now. We have a trebuchet in the sea. Okay, let's find a random position. And figure out the y coordinate based on that. So it's going to use a mid-level map. Okay, that's something I feared a bit. It's like the stuff is going to fly. So yeah, I think we have to find a flat area, or we can just offset it a bit more down. You know what? Let's pack a lot of this. So we can just figure out. Okay, let's make the height depending on the position. Okay, mix. So if it's lower, it's bigger. Tiny bit. Or we randomize it? I don't know. From 20 to 30. Smooth step. So horizon. Zero and y. So when it's reached 0, that means we are, no, that's like the reverse. When it reaches the horizon, we will be 1, so 1 will be 30. Which is a lot. Well, I think wow, some positions make no sense. Maybe we just y offset, going to be random for now. And just for the beauty of the plot, we will pack a bunch of them. Okay, maybe we just randomize that. Wow, that's cool. Some of these are I like when it's packed, you know, like yeah. Maybe just Let's pick one that is good enough. Nope. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the clouds. The clouds have like this same bug. Okay, I have to write it down. Clouds. We have to improve the clouds shapes. I think we have to innovate a bit more. There's a weird scale issue as well. Like the boats are way too small versus the trebuchet. It makes no sense. Then we can pack more. And I tend to think we can increase their size. Yeah, let's put it back random. But yeah, we need collisions. I think we'll try that one. Okay, I have to think what what should be allowed in terms of colors for the mountains, because here I'm using black, but I think I have to try different combinations. We will take a look in a few minutes, but first let's put amber ink for the sun. Oops, sorry for that. I'm back. Okay. It crashed. What? Inkscape crashed. Why does it up and down again? I don't know. Okay, I wanted to check the density. It's pretty okay. I mean the line distance. It's a spiral, but the spiral is like hidden by the clouds. Okay, that makes sense. Then we will have a lot of reflections. Maybe we have too much, we'll see. The texture is very, very cool. I always love these yellow spirals. Nice. What I was speaking about, I don't remember. Anyway, that's gonna be quite complex to place things accurately. So if we look at my to-do list again, we are at the siege machines, but I want to have a camp like where the attackers are. It needs to be more grouped together. It's like we need to find an area where all the attacks are. But trebuchet, yeah, I mean we can collocate an area where there is like attackers, but still it can be pretty organic. We just need to do some collision or like control a bit the density of things. Siege machines, what other siege machines do we have? I don't know, but maybe let's focus on the castle after we do the army. Maybe we let's put some people in the step. We have some archer. Do we have archer here? Not yet. So let's find where this code is. So yeah, we definitely need to do some basic collision. I thought I did, but it's still an issue here. So maybe because we only do it in one point. On the reflection. That's very important. Like we learn on every prototype we are doing. Yeah, he was speaking about the clouds, the fact that I don't. Yeah. This. Spear, swords, longbow. Not here. Where was this? No, sorry. Too much scenes. Hey, Super Tooth, how are you? Yeah, we are finally not making fish, but yeah, there could be some fish. Some. Salut. Yeah, finally I'm putting all the stuff together, trying to figure out how to combine, how to make a scene with all the primitives. Yeah, in English, because I'm recording, so yeah, the replay will be on YouTube as well. There's like a series of videos of the development of that generator from the beginning, from nothing. But yeah, it's right now it's very yeah, MVP, like the most minimal. It's not consistent. It's not nothing is consistent. But I'm trying to put everything together and see what how I need to adjust things relatively. Thanks, Slay. It's very work in progress right now. Like I'm just putting everything together. It's not really consistent. It's not. But yeah, trying things out. So yeah, like the sun, the clipping of the cloud and sun is not finished neither. But I was thinking, okay, when there's a collision between clouds and the sun, maybe we put a rays to like having a race through the. I don't know. Yeah, trying to figure stuff out, but okay, let's remove the trebuchet. Just putting one, only keeping one, I guess, one or two. Okay, I want to put a lot of these people. So where I was? Okay, sword, arrow, longbow. So we have all our items now, and yeah, I was trying to figure out the spaghetti code I did. We have like 3,000 lines of code now. Everything is super spaghetti. Oh my god, that's the crazy code I had in the past. Oh la la, Spearman. Wow. Yeah, I was not ready for that. Okay, so maybe let's put a lot of archer first, like a lot of people. Longbow. Bowman. Ok. Plus de violence. Yeah, maybe randomly it could be. I was thinking maybe like the generator will either yield a medieval scene during a siege, or it's fully quiet, like fully peaceful, or everything is destroyed. I was like thinking maybe we could have different progressions into the fight, different phase of the siege. I don't know. Okay, let's have a bowman function. So this is supposed to return all the strokes to make a stickman with a bow. So what do we need? We need a RNG function. RNG. Oh my god, that's so spaghetti. This code is ugly. I have to organize it a bit better. I have like a lot of functions for all part of the body, like the head, stickman. Okay, what is going on here? All right, I guess it works. I have an origin, a position, and a size, and I guess I can use it a lot of time. So we have, where are the trebuchets? I think on the, so my mountains is made of, there's actually a stack of 3 mountains. Like there's the first mountain, then the second level, which is where the trebuchets are, and then the background mountain where the castle will be. So that's a bit my plan. So the attacker will be in the middle, and the castle will be on top of the mountain. So it's a bit playing with a bit perspective, even though everything is flat. So yeah, that's a bit cheating. It's not really 3D, but yeah, we are trying to simulate these different levels. The boats are like super ugly. They're colliding. There's like, I don't know, like the size is not, their size is weird. I don't know what we will do about the boats part. Maybe we have too much. Where is it? Where is the sea? Boat with army. Close to our horizon, maybe we just... Oh, okay, I was doing it wrongly here, okay. Yeah, we'll try bigger boats. Oh yeah, that's like, because it's fully random, sometimes they collide very weirdly. Yeah, that's gonna be for another time, but yeah, I think we just put 2 boats. Or like randomly between 1 and 2. Okay, back to the trebuchet. Okay, let's put a lot of people, a lot of bowmans. So this takes RNG, position, and size. Okay, size will be maybe 5. And let's put a position for now, like whatever, just in the sky. just to see. Where is it? Oh, it's not. It's not yet added into the. Copy paste. Okay, it's here. It's very small. Well, I want to try out something very crazy. It's just to do this a lot of time. Okay, so like 100 of time, we will randomly pick a position and place a lot of people. Place a lot of... a lot of Bowmans. Okay, why are they flying? Okay, so they're like... The positioning is broken. Is there something wrong with the lookup? Like, I feel it's offsetted, which is weird because I thought... I'm lost. Weight map XY. Oh, okay. Okay, I have to do everything again. Okay. Yeah, that's why I was doing a weird logic here, like X minus padding, because we have a padding. So every time we look up into that, we need to add padding. No, minus padding. Eight map. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have to deal with that. I need to make an utility function, not to just do again the same code again. Okay, minus padding. Where is this? Okay. So hopefully now it's going to be fixed or not. Okay, and I mean they're still flying because their position is what is wrong with the position? Origin is used as X center, okay. Why do we do that? Well, well, well. Anyway, let's just randomly put them down for now. Yeah, that's gonna be very challenging for me in the future. Okay, they are not organized in a very nice way. Like, I think we need to group them more logically. But yeah, I think we can. The goal is to make them grouped and then having a lot of arrows in the sky. This could be fun. Anyway, this is messy, but you get the idea. So in my previous generator, when I was having this challenge of having to place people in the mountains, I was making areas using Perlin noise as well. So, like randomly, I was making some part of some people emerge at specific parts, just using Perlin noise, not using not hard coding any position or anything, just like organically made with randomness. Anyway, here it's okay. We don't have a lot of logic in that for now, but yeah, we have to make the projectile. Yeah, there's so many stuff. There needs to be more organized, the attackers. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to continue. Do we have horseman? Ah yeah, we didn't finish the horseman, but there's a work in progress in that. We have spearsman as well. That could be somewhere. I don't know how to organize them. Like maybe they should go down the mountain, organize in line, in like group. So it's like one layer of bowman. Yeah, I think we have to make that. So like oriented with the castle. If the castle is on the left or on the right, I think we will counterbalance the attacker on one or the other side. And then we make logical placement. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. So yeah, bowman are going to place themselves together down the mountain. Spear. I don't know if I should do something special with the mountain, like the fact it collides. Will we see the bowman easily? Like, should we clip? Should we crop a bit the part of the mountain to highlight better the people on it? I think only a plot will determine that. Well, that's why I was not making too much line on the mountains anymore, because as we know, we will have a lot of people on them. We'll have to make lighter areas. But here it's like very randomly placed right now, but it's okay. It's still not so. It's still relatively well managed. Still relatively well controlled. Let's try to place now a castle. So we are increasing in complexity. Each time we add a new component, it's even more cases to manage. Okay, so castle. We did that in a stream when back in October. During the Inktober, I remember streaming the castle development. Fun time. So, we have to make a castle. So I have just imported the function we did back then. And yeah, it was a weird function. It was taking what I call the peaks. Wow, it's finished. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, the color is not easy to replicate on the camera. It's not exactly the same. It's a bit, it's very dark on the camera here, but it's actually quite light. Yeah, it's very blue. I don't know if I will consider this color. I'm just doing tests right now. I think it would be better if it was actually black here. But if we choose a random, like if the sun were pink, I think it will work. Pink with this blue. But here the yellow, I'm not sure about it. Okay. Yeah, and I think the trebuchets are too big. Yeah, I want to not put too much to make them too big because that reveals the yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's weird. We have weirdness in the trebuchet. Actually, I have to improve them. Like we see the strokes where they're supposed to be fully dark. Anyway, I like the texture of the sun. Yeah, the both are so too basic. I have to improve them. A lot of stuff to remains. What should we do? Well, at least let's put a castle back, and I think that will be it. We just have to make the castle appearing somewhere, and we will be far from finished. But yeah, still having a big step today. Oh, that's annoying. This peaks stuff. If I recall, the peaks were like X, Y, and the slope, like the angle of the... Okay, I have not coded the logic like that, so okay, I have to re-import the logic that we are doing that. Peaks. It's not even used as an angle, that's weird. We will do very basic, but yeah, I think I will have to figure out a smart way to detect where the castle should be. And the mountain shape are not very interesting so far. Like we have to make it more easy to place. Like right now there's some cases where the mountain are like you cannot figure out where the castle should be. The mountain are too big. Like here it's obvious it should be here, but sometimes I will not figure it out. Here it should be here. Like maybe it should be the topest mountain. We'll do the same logic as what we did for the sun. Okay, so attackers. And let's put it here, the castle. The defenders. Okay, what is this? Wow. That was okay. Let's put back all the code I used to have. Okay, castles. Tac. Peaks. Wow, it seems like it just works. How come? Whoa! Oh my god, that's suddenly everything makes sense. Nice, but yeah. Nice, but not nice. I mean, that's cool. That's getting somewhere. So much stuff to do. So much stuff to fix. But yeah, we have to. Yeah, that's something I have noted everywhere. Is like I have to build a mask, and the mask is like a texture which will accumulate. So when I draw the sun, it needs to all the elements that are in front of it needs to hide. Like I shouldn't see the cloud inside the castle anyway, like collision basically. You have to do that. You have to do clipping. But yeah, it's getting somewhere. Well, this one was cool, but it's too late because it's full RNG and I don't save there's no seed. Maybe there should be, so it's easier to reproduce. How do I do that? RNG. Okay, it's a straight RNG, so it needs to be a seeded RNG. Oh, it's not even using... Okay, how do we do that? I forgot. Maybe we can ask ChatGPT. No. I just have somewhere the same code. But we cannot use clap. Okay, well, use args. Use first arg from command line. Okay, it's not ChatGPT, but it's some automation here with GitHub Copilot. Use first argument from command line. Yeah, I guess. Let's see. To string. Okay. Okay, so it works. I should have a number. Well, I guess I can do that. Oh no. What? Oh, that's too much. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Let's just not do that for now. Figure it out later. Okay, why do I have that? I don't know. I think we just have to get lucky now. Just pick a random number, pick a random result, and okay, I can just manually start it, and we stop when we are happy about one. Well, not making any sense. Like the castle, why do we have too much castles? Wow, the castles are too small, but they are in the background. So you know what? Maybe this one it's weird. Why will we have two castles? But well, let's try it out. I like this small valley Whoop. Like the clouds, why do you have to? Yeah, everything is, well, that's gonna be a lot of polish over the next days. Okay, let's do one last plot. And what colors can we try? So we know amber works, like this yellow color. Well, that's one of my preferred ink. But what can we try otherwise? What other colors? Maybe a pink for the... Pink or red works pretty well. Red with black, pink with black as well. Everything, yeah. Feels like everything should be black. Maybe gray. Gray works as well. Let's see. Like during the Inktober, when I explored a lot of these mountains, I have tried different colors. Oh yeah, we have to try also white and black, by the way. I mean, try. I know it will look, but we have to check it. Wow, this was so cool. Mm-hmm. If it's blue, if the mountain is blue like that, what should we use for the sun color? Oh, this one was so cool. Should we actually do that at some point? But like right now, I'm not differentiating the color of the sky. Well, I want to stick up to like maximum three colors. So yeah, I think only the sun differs, so we have a nice reflection. Yeah, tough choices. Well, I think this must be poppy red because it's almost like orange. Poppy red is very, very cool ink. I like this effect I was playing with the other day. I was actually doing a lot of small strokes. Maybe it makes more sense for the reflection part. Okay, let's... Oh, no, I cannot change the code anymore with the same. Okay, well, we'll consider that. I will write it down for the reflection. Reflectables, reflecting, what was the name? Reflect shapes. To do, consider smaller value. Is this a dark red? I think it is. Okay, I think it's blood, writer's blood. Maybe we'll try that with a pink. Okay, let's go crazy. Let's try a weird choice. Poppy red, pink. Okay, we can try pink or we can try flamingo pink or oh, I have too much. Poppy red, brilliant red. Yes, Rubin. All of these are like different version of reds. Pumpkin. Okay, let's do Hope Pink for the pink. And Rouge Grenat. I have also Rouge Grenat. So many different red. Rouge Grenat is almost brown. Rouge Grenat from what was the brand? Yeah, I don't remember. From Herbin, I think. Crimson. Yet another red. Okay, you know what? I will try Crimson because I think it works pretty well with pink. And well, let's try. We'll never know. And I think it's going to be the last plot of the day. I really love developing at the same time as prototyping. When finally we can put everything together, it's always the nice part and also the hardest part because we have to do choices. So many choices to consider. Okay. Layers, number 1. Good. So this is going to take forever with the reflection. Honestly, I think at some point I will consider this crazy radial spiral stuff, like this pattern we are creating here. Probably not for medieval because medieval is. I don't think it's gonna match this idea. I was doing circle packing here. Oh yeah, I once did something a bit more experimental when I was packing a bunch of different shapes. Oh yeah, here. So I was packing some plus, minus, and small circle spiral. And I like the fact it was like the style direction where like a bit more like childhood. I mean, it's like very simple shapes, very simple primitives, all put together to make a wider scene. I mean, when you look from very far away, you don't see that shapes. So it's like the small details. That makes no sense for me here. Well, this stuff is way too basic for now, but yeah, we'll have to complexify. I think as soon as we put some noise in the mountains, like the that's gonna be one of the big remaining stuff to do. The mountain, the way we shape the curves, this needs to improve a lot. So let's try it out. Let's experiment with what we could do here. Okay, so we can add another noise. Okay, it doesn't seem to do anything. But, well, if we increase a lot the amplitude here, we're going to understand it better. But yeah, it's just curving. Okay, it's adding a very important. It's adding a simple noise here. We don't really care about that. Like the main curve. I think we already have enough here, but if we increase the wrapping effect, maybe that gets more interesting. Okay, so we see we have some weird mountains that emerge. I'm not sure I will want to go in that direction, so maybe we need something else. Anyway, we can always add another level of noise, which is super high frequency, like that. Not like that, but well, like a very low amplitude. Okay. I like it. Okay, the thing is, like, if it's super low, then it starts to get interesting, but still not that. I mean, it needs to be located as well. And what is this? And if we do it like that, I guess. If it's super light, then we don't even notice it anymore, like that. And yeah, it's like adding a plus, but I'm not yet sure about it. Lower frequency maybe. So it's like a shaking effect. We were considering waving a bit the bottom as well, like there's something missing in the middle here. Like it needs to be darker. I don't know. We need some stuff. Like we need a beach. Should we consider having some forest? I feel we forgot about that because that's missing something. I will put some notes somewhere. In the mountain, we need forest. Idea forest. So let's move on to the ink. Crimson. Okay. So I have no idea if it's gonna work. Like this two color combination is the first time I actually mix. Because it's like a very pinky color with a red, dark red color. I'm not sure it works. But it's a dark red that almost looks like pink, so that's what I was thinking. Maybe maybe there's a combination to try. Yeah, I think it should have been black. Black, yeah. I think when there's a color, it needs to be black. I think the mountain always will be black. That's or everything is a monochrome on a color like that. Otherwise, I don't think it works very well. Like, yeah, I think I will be more restrict on the color combination it can have, because in the past I was allowing more weirdness, and yeah, I prefer to control a bit more. Like, because there's so many cool color combination. Like this one is absolutely incredible. And maybe we will do gray paper. Maybe we'll do white on gray paper, black on gray paper, like here. That works very well. Like here. As well as the blue. Maybe red paper, I'm not sure. Will it work in red paper? We have to try. But it's too dark maybe. Well, that's like a sunset, so it's like a red sky. But then the sea is red, but yeah, because it reflects the sky, so okay. But what is white? What is white then? Oh, it's only the... It's not a sun anymore, it's going to be a moon. Well, here it's... looks like a moon. So yeah, I guess it could work. Okay, I will write this down. Color combination, maybe we allow... Okay, allow gray. Red. Paper. Blue paper, for sure. And I'm not sure about what color should we have. What about gray? Is this gray? No, it's black. Gray for the mountains, will that work? And then what will be... Oh yeah, hold on. I think that's... that color with gray. Did we try that in the past? I don't think. But I know this color works very well with this, like here. I think it works pretty well. What ink is that? I don't remember. I didn't write it down. That's the Japanese ink, I think. What's the name? This one maybe? From Sailor? Oh yes, I think it's Sailor Seiboku. Okay. bicolor. Maybe we can try Sailor Seiboku plus Seiboku blue, yeah, and Inaho. So it's like two Japanese ink, which, well, yeah, they both work together very well, like these two inks. And maybe we can try a gray plus Inaho. So it's like the only exception. So most of the time it's going to be black and any color like red. Maybe gray with red. Gray is a possible alternative for black, but that makes everything... I mean, this one is almost gray. What was that one? I don't remember. So many possibilities here. It was a weird choice, but I love the fact it was like getting into the dark blue when you mix this turquoise with pink. That's nice. We should try that again in another kind of plot, like the spirals. Like this. I think we should try at some point. Okay, well, I'm going everywhere, but, well, that's brainstorming. Yeah, like this works. This gray. I think it's Moonstone, the ink. It's actually interesting to also try black and Moonstone for the... So it's like a gray scale. For the medieval, it works. Okay, so I'm not super fan of this combination. That's not gonna happen in the future, but I'm trying out some stuff. I'm not sure what Crimson will be even used for. Like, it's too dark to be the sun, and it's too... It will work with amber maybe, but no. Okay, so we said gray, maybe try gray, black and gray. Monochrome, any color. Well, any color, it depends what color we select, but yeah, like fire and ice, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like this blue. Well, it's almost this one. Like, will we ever do that for the mountains? I'm not sure. Alright, so let's wrap it up. What we did today was very fun. We finally composed a scene, like a medieval scene of our medieval area. So we have a generator of these variations. And hold on, I have a call, but okay, I will call back. So yeah, we have a generator that varies a lot of different results here. We have put so many primitives on the mountains without really taking care of the placement, without taking care of the clipping, without taking care of much, but we still have sometimes an interesting result. I mean, it's getting somewhere. So we are putting everything together to try to make this plottable area 2, which is the medieval era, because we did in the past the primitive era, which is behind. But now we are trying to make something more like a medieval area, so like the époque en français. So yeah, we are trying to put a lot of reference, trying to put a lot of objects that make sense. Trebuchets will have armies. Right now they are not really organized very well. But yeah, we will put more effort over the next iterations. So today we did this plot, which was very interesting. I actually like, maybe we'll consider it, like, why not? Having this indigo and amber. Or was this actually indigo? I don't remember. This one was indigo, so full monochrome version. Works very well. I like the fact, I mean, the stuff is like so crowded. It's like you don't even understand it's the boat, but I actually maybe want to go in that direction in the future. Maybe here it's too big. Maybe everything is too big here. Maybe we have to reduce everything. I don't know. We'll have to consider this in the future, but like the trebuchet on this one was too big, I think. So we did 2, and we did a third one, which is currently getting plotted. Not great color choices here, but well, we try. And before that, we did a warm-up plot, which was another variation of the lunar generator I wrote 2 weeks ago for the Sable Raft challenge. So yeah, that was a lot of another fun stream. And see you later on twitch.tv/growweb. I will continue this series of videos.